Hello, all my Scorpio friends. Happy Halloween. Pushing it right to the wire here. We've got your November 1st through 15th reading, and this is actually All Hallows Eve. So I feel like this might be kind of a cool thing, having all that energy here in the reading. This is your birthday reading, so it will be a little bit extended. I hope that you enjoy it. As always, please go to my website if you'd like a personal reading at royalmystic.com. And I thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. We are pushing right at 37,000 viewers or followers, subscribers, that's the word. And I have a new announcement to make. Briefly, we are about to start memberships. I will be doing daily readings along with my 2 monthlies that are free. The membership is $4.99 a month, and I'll be rolling that out in the next couple of weeks. So by December, that should be fully activated, maybe before then. So keep an eye out on that if you're interested. I've had a lot of people asking me for dailies, and we're about to begin that portion of this lovely journey we're taking together. So happy birthday, Scorpios. Many, many blessings to you, and we'll get on with the reading. As always, remember this is a general reading for all Scorpios, and this means that you take what belongs to you. You'll know it will ring true in your heart. If it doesn't, leave it. It's for another Scorpio. Literally thousands of people are watching. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you for being present here to allow all Scorpios, sun, moon, and rising to receive the information they need to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. Thank you so much, Divine. Your energy is always welcome here and very much appreciated. Sorry. Sometimes we get a little something. Oh, wonderful. Celebration right out of the box. This is your here and now. This is your collective household energy. Okay, so this would be things that are going on in your personal life. Career and finance over here, starting off with the Ace of Pentacles, very great. And the rods, yes, yes, yes. Oh man, some of you are having some really miraculous things happen here in your career and finance. Now we're in love life, relationship, and spiritual life. And the near future. Don't forget, this is only one half of the reading. We have another set of cards coming to clarify. Here is the Archangel Michael of the Knight of Swords showing up. This is that engineer-minded person, very sharp-minded. Could be someone in law enforcement, could be anyone, attorney, could be someone who is in medicine, surgery. It can also be someone who is analytically minded, scientifically minded. This is a very protective energy. This is also the archangel for anyone who's taken the vow or the oath to serve and protect. So this energy is a blessing to show up in your underlying energy. If it is something to do with law enforcement, then it definitely would be, or some kind of service, anybody in service, like, you know, service of your country. We have the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is all about a celebration. Some people call this a third party, but it's a party and there's three. That's a little too obvious to me. I feel like this is more of overflowing. The cups runneth over, abundance, happiness, joy. Now, sometimes to get to this, we have to go through some things, or we're finally through something and we get to the joy part. But this is telling you there may be a little bit of a road ahead of you. So you've got the Strength card showing that you have everything you need to endure whatever this is. The other thing is the Strength card shows up, the Lion and the Maiden, to let you know that you're not alone. You're not walking the path by yourself. The universe is indeed at your side. And you see how focused these two energies are on the future. Okay? Very, very specifically narrowed down to whatever it is that they've got as their goal. They are on it. They are very intently concentrating on that. Now, another thing to remember, if you're walking down the street and you've got a lion at your side, there aren't too many folks that are going to jump into your path. So this is also an energy of protection, just like this Archangel Michael is. Sorry. I'm just recovering from a cold. That's another reason why we were late on the readings, because I had to get to where I could talk without coughing. So we have the Death card next. Now, it's no fear, don't worry. This is all about clearing the decks, releasing you of old things. It's the death of the way things were. So what this means is all ties that bind, anything that was in your way, is being swept aside as just a motion to sweep the deck, okay? A clean slate, a clean canvas, new beginnings, ready to start with nothing blocking your path. Now, as you move forward, or during all of this, you may be exhausted because of all of the heavy energy that was going on. And this is telling you, please give yourself time to recover, recuperate, restore your energy, your strength. Be ready for what's coming next, because there's a lot ahead of you, a lot of work, a lot of energy movement. So please be ready and keep yourself fully charged. You don't want to miss your wonderful blessing because you're too tired to take action. Okay, now you have the Nine of Wands, which confirms all of the hard work you've been doing. This is about, all of these are previous obstacles that were in the path that you've overcome and moved past, and you've got this last one. You've got to make this last final push, and you may be at the point of feeling like you just want to give up because you don't see an end in sight. Please don't. You're almost there. Don't quit 5 minutes before your miracle, okay? Remember, this is your household energy. Okay, so we have the King of Cups, which is the beautiful Scorpio energy. This is your water sign energy, and it's showing you very large and in charge. This is also talking about having wonderful emotional recovery. So whatever it is you're pushing into brings your energy to the forefront. And just because it's a man in the picture does not mean male or female. It's just a masculine energy. So it's more of being in charge of yourself, okay? Being present and ready to be the king. Here is the leader. Here is the Eight of Cups, which is also your energy. This is bringing in a new horizon, okay? You're looking with your higher self. You've got the stuff that you've accomplished before, and you're kind of turning your back on that and going, I need to move in a new direction. It could be figuratively or literally. So you could be thinking about doing something new, bring something more interesting in. Maybe you're bored. Maybe you just need a change of scenery. But you could also be wanting to move or, change something that you have to physically go to a different place. And this is your higher self. The moon is always your higher self, your soul lighting your way to give you a clear view of what the prospects are out there for you. So, when this Ten of Swords shows up, it's always about bringing a conclusion to its final end. Now, because it's the swords, it's thoughts or ideas. So this may be a change of thinking. Maybe you need to have a paradigm shift on how you view things, or get a different perspective and close out the old way. And that's being reinforced by this Death card. So something being removed. It could be a person, place, or thing for your betterment. Whatever this is that's going away, whatever you're leaving behind, all of this hard work that you've put in to get rid of it, it needs to be gone. Whatever it is supposed to leave. That's the end of that chapter. In your career and finance, the first card is the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you are getting a really strong foundational assurance on your current work situation. Some of you may be receiving a new beginning, a new job, something new that is very safe and secure. Anytime that you have the pentacles, it's all about earth energy, which means also the current dimension, which is this dimension. So this is in the here and now. This is happening. It's in this realm. So a gift of the universe of prosperity, abundance, and security is the first card in your career and finance. So that's amazing. So if you're looking for a job, there's a real one coming at you. And if you have a job, then your job is being secured. Now remember, it's a general reading. So we're all at different stages in our life cycle. Sorry, I always get the hiccups when I read. You've got the Hermit, which is saying focus on your path, on your destiny. Allow yourself to restore your light, which comes with this Four of Swords. And you will be able to make all of the things that you need to come to pass and stay on your journey for yourself, and be able to definitely move forward in your destiny with this new beginning. The lights just flickered a little bit. We're having a storm outside, so good old Halloween ambiance. So if the lights go off in a second, I'll have to pause the video. So we have the Ace of Wands, new beginning, passionate new beginning, very happy, wonderful new job. This is moving forward in a brand new way, and with another blessing from the universe. So you've got two aces up just to right together. So new abundance and new job, okay? And this is a lifetime of abundance. This is a very large amount of security. So it's a definite solid foundation. And then you have, so let me just tell you how this, they just said to me, this is the job that, the dream job. That's what they're telling me, dream job. And the tagline on this card is seek and you shall find. And then here it is. So you've got to have the dream and bring it into fruition through your own meditation and focus on the goal, which has to do with trusting the universe here, okay? So allowing yourself to believe in it and bring it in. Now let me just say something to the people who are always saying, well, it's such and such date and it hasn't happened yet. Honey, tarot is not linear. It is an energy. And so energy time moves different than a clock face, okay? So just because it happens for one person during this time period doesn't mean that it's not going to be before or after for other people. There's a flux, and at your whatever's going on in your life, the timing will be a little different. So please understand, I can't pinpoint an actual date. Just because this reading says November 1st through 15th doesn't make it that it can only happen in that time frame. Be open to receiving it at any moment. Now, here is the universe saying, yes, this is the Nine of Cups. This is your heart's desire being granted. He is celebrating, which goes right along with this Three of Cups. Abundance, overflowing of joy and happiness. Okay? So, have that as you will. Some of you are getting your dream job. And sometimes you're just getting a job is the dream. Okay? When you're unemployed, you need to keep the bills paid, and I understand that completely. This is communication, negotiation, some kind of fast-moving energy. It has the rod, so it can have to do with the job. Some of you may be showing this job energy over here because of what's happening here. This is the Two of Swords, which is, having a moment of not deciding. You're choosing not to choose. And this can also be a relationship, so it would be somebody communicating back and forth and you don't know whether to trust or believe them yet. The Chariot is a Hollywood card. It is the focus of the spotlight, okay? The spotlight is on you. This can also mean travel. It is very fast-moving. It is also a victory card. So some of you may be planning a trip and you haven't quite locked it in yet, or you haven't picked the date yet, or you haven't decided how you're going to go about it, but you're definitely going somewhere because this is the Three of Wands. Now, some of you, this ties into the job energy because it's the Wands. Others of you, it is an actual trip or travel Maybe you're taking a vacation, or maybe you're traveling due to work or having to change, like move to another country. Some of you may be leaving to go somewhere else or deciding to go with someone who's moving away, okay? Maybe the offer you're getting for the job has you traveling away and you're not quite sure. This is where you're deciding if you actually want to leave where you are and start somewhere else. Now, we have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is all about, there's a couple of real strong messages you get with this card. This can be a false victory, which means don't get your cart before your horse. It can also mean someone who's trying to claim or hold you back from something. It can also be mental energy where you are standing in your own way, okay? Because you're having this Five of Pentacles here, which is all about being in fear that what you're asking for isn't going to come to fruition because there's a delay. Now, the delay is the universe trying to line up all the energy here. You've got 3 lit up here. This one's only partially lit. And once the other 2 become illuminated, then the whole thing can move forward. But right now, the universe is making things happen behind the scenes. Your prayers are not going unanswered. Do not be in fear. Do not feel abandoned or left out in the cold. Allow yourself to keep your goal in mind and don't let this fear take over. Here comes the offer, either of love or the job or both. This is someone giving you a genuine offer. And then you have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords matches the King's energy here. So it's a card of protection. It's a card of assertiveness. It's a card of being ready to take on anything that pops up. Ready for battle. So you can handle it, Scorpio. New things are coming around the bend and you're ready. Let's see what the clarifiers have to say. This is a birthday reading for the Scorpios for the first part of November. And I am very happy. Well, this would be the end, technically the end of October and the first part of November. So, very happy to be doing this reading for you. Oh, awesome. Sorry. Sometimes I catch 2 at a time. Okay. This is fabulous. You've got the King of Wands. Oh, sorry, not Wands. The King of Swords, which is that beautiful protective energy of the Archangel Michael, or any person who is very sharp-minded or in service of some kind, any service jobs, which could be armed services or any kind of public protection. Also engineer, doctor, or scientist. And this is the Star card. This is your soul's desire being granted. So whatever new movement you're making, it's on your soul path. This is your part of your destiny. So this is an amazing getting your wish granted card, okay? And you're under protection as you do it. Here we have this 3 of Cups, which I immediately said was happy, joy, wonderful celebration, with the Ace of Cups on top of it, which is the gift of the Holy Grail from the universe, meaning new beginning that is blessed by the divine. This is the elixir of life. This is healing, intuition, love, beautiful, beautiful energy of all things family-oriented and sincerity. It's very true and real. So this is a blessing from the divine on your new beginning. Sometimes, or lots of times, this means a new relationship. Can be a new job as well. Anything new. So here's the Strength card, and choosing the world. So some of you are going to be moving a rather far distance across the ocean. This is a new dawn, a new day, a new beginning with focused energy, allowing the universe to help guide you as you move forward without fear. You've got the Death card, which is the ending of the old and bringing in the new without any encumbrances. And just to be sure that there's nothing holding you back, the Queen of Swords comes in with her mighty sword. This could be an Aries, not an Aries, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. Or it can be your energy in the face of, I'm going to cut loose of all this stuff and I'm ready to move forward. Because we all embody all of the signs at certain times, and sometimes we have to be a warrior. Four of Swords, which is exhaustion, okay? Make sure you recover, allow yourself to recover and recuperate from this, whatever this is you're going through. If it's a divorce or some kind of breakup or an illness or some kind of recovery from an injury. This is again saying, please restore yourself so that you can move forward without having to lose out on anything that you may be profitable to you. So you don't want to be so exhausted that you can't take action, okay? And you want your energy to be good. Restore your energy. Okay, so here is the Nine of Rods, which is that exhaustion again, saying, oh my God, I've been working and working and working. And here is the Lovers. So some of you are starting a new relationship. It may have been difficult at the beginning to even get it off the ground, but this is happening, okay? Now, some of you, this may be just you being able to get back into harmony with the person you're already with. Maybe there has been some difficult times and you're finally coming through those together, and together you made it. And for those of you who have no relationship, like myself, this is having your higher self be here and recognized by you, and allowing yourself to have your spiritual side lead you and feel comfortable with that and know that you are precious and cherished. And do that for yourself. Now, you've got the King of Cups, which is the energy of you with someone bringing in a message about a job. So that's the Wands. The Wands require action, and so it's calling you to action. And he's kind of a gossip too. He likes to tell things. So here is the Eight of Cups, where you're looking forward into the future, looking at the horizon, going, man, I just need a change of scenery. I need something interesting to do with myself so I don't have to think about all this old stuff. And you have the Four of Pentacles, which shows up to tell you you have a great financial stable foundation. If you do not, you're headed for it. So whatever it is, you've got to get yourself grounded and stable so that you can move forward without fear, or get to a place where you can be stable, okay? If you are not in that place now, that's why you're looking forward. So you have, closing the door on the old, getting ready to move forward, letting go of all things that no longer serve you, especially mental thoughts. Okay, sometimes we get in our head too much, or somebody's energy that's just too much for you. Okay, other people can have negative energy throwing daggers at you. And then you have the Five of Pentacles, where this is saying you have more than enough, because here's the Four, the stable foundation, and the Five has one extra pentacle, but they don't see it. So they're kind of feeling like, oh my God, maybe it's not going to happen. You have that down here, remember? So just let the universe keep doing. Don't give up. Even though you don't see anything happening, doesn't mean it's not happening behind the scenes. Because you've got all these beautiful aces here. You've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Rods. Hallelujah. I mean, really, that's amazing. Here is the Ace of Pentacles. That's the new job, and it's definitely showing you the threshold of going into the new job. You've got the Four of Rods, which is stable, solid foundation and good communication. Now we have the King of Cups. Your energy again. You're over here, King of Cups. Make sure you get your own light in the right, and stoke your own flame. Allow yourself to be the best you can be, and go for the thing that calls to you. Whatever your higher self is telling you, go for it and you will be successful. You have the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Wands. Some of you are going to be self-employed. This is a position of leadership. The Queen is the leader. She is very good at being her own boss. She is very strong and determined and detail-oriented. So some of you are going to be changing jobs where you take a leadership position or you actually go to work for yourself. Here is the Nine of Cups, which is your wonderful, happy, it's like your dream job. You're so excited. And the Archangel Gabriel comes across here saying it's a blast from the past or something that's come back around, a second chance at an opportunity. This is a resurrection card, so something can be new life can be brought into an old idea, okay? Or something you may find that you've been looking for, something that reemerges or reappears. Eight of Wands, communication, wonderful information coming in and obstacles being removed. This Tower card is something being knocked out of your way. So whatever's been holding you back is about to be removed from your path. And this may be something of your own doing. You can bring down the Tower for yourself and rebuild it. So the Two of Swords, where you were undecided, and this could be relationships as well, okay? So something that had a block on it, the block gets removed. Here comes the Two of Swords where you said, I'm not ready to decide, or there was something holding you back. And here is the Two of Cups, which allows the harmony of the union, a divine union. This can also be a soulmate. If you do not have a relationship, it is about you recognizing the divine within yourself. Remember, we are not just mere mortals. We are spirits having a divine human experience. We are part of the divine. That is where we came from. So remember that. When you look in the mirror, you're not just looking at yourself. You're looking at an angel incarnate in human form. Here is the Chariot. Beautiful energy, moving forward, being recognized. George and Wheezy, moving on up. Better, 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 and out of the fray, because here's the crazy energy that's on top of that right now. So just keep your eye focused on the Chariot. It is a victory, so if you're in the middle of a quarrel, you end up being the one who wins the battle. And here is the choice to move forward. Some of you are actually leaving where you are to go across the ocean, taking the new path in a new direction in a grand way. And these are the blessings that come in as abundance of overflowing wonderful gifts from the divine. Now, I always try to remind people, sometimes when we get more than we bargain for, like it's such a huge blessing that we are overwhelmed by it, it looks like work. Okay, so don't be afraid of it just because it looks like work, and don't counteract it saying, oh my God, this is so much work. It's a good problem to have, so be grateful and thankful and share with everyone you can. If you've got more than enough or too much for yourself, give it away to friends and share your blessing. Okay, so here's the Five of Swords where something is seeming like a false victory, like maybe you get a false start at it, okay? So maybe somebody calls you about a job, or you've interviewed for a job and they may change the date on you, or something goes crazy when you're trying to move locations. Don't worry, the communication is coming in to straighten that out, okay? The negotiation. Here again, same card here, Three of Wands. Okay, moving forward, don't let this fear get to you. The miracle is happening. You just can't see it. It's behind your head. Okay, same card here. It's right under your nose. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Okay, and you do get to move forward. You take the rod in your hand and you're ready to go. It looks like you've been waiting quite a while for this offer that's coming in. So this is the fruit on the vine that's not quite ripe yet. It hasn't come to time to pick it. So you're sitting here going, I've been waiting, waiting, waiting. Finally, you get this, so you'll be able to move forward. No problem. And the Queen of Swords, where you have been kind of having to stand up for yourself, okay? and the Wheel of Fortune, which means you are no longer having to shoulder this burden yourself. The universe is now pulling you out of that position where you're stuck, and your karmic debt is being paid. So that means you're being pulled out of any kind of thing that's been holding you back, or any stalling that's happened. You're ready to move forward, and the Wheel of Fortune takes you from last to first in a blink of an eye. Now remember, the blessing of this is that it's a general reading, and it'll apply to many of you. And the other thing about it is timing is general. It is not strict. Their linear time doesn't apply to tarot. It's very flux. It's very flux. So just remember that. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of first part of November. And your Halloween is blessed and happy. Happy Hallows Eve. And if you'd like a private reading, please go to royalmystic.com. Thank you so much, and happy birthday, Scorpio. Love and peace to you all. Namaste.